My name is Jane Richter, and I recognize that white privilege is real and believe that authentic cross-racial relationships are possible and valuable. From K-4 to 8th grade, I went here, a private Catholic school called St. Monica's in one of the least racially diverse suburbs of Milwaukee, Whitefish Bay. As you can imagine, my views and experiences from going to this school for 10 years shaped me to have a very simple view on race. With only 4 people of any racial minority attending my school of over 400 students, I thought of them as being the ones different. As I started getting older, my parents would make hints and suggestions towards my sister and me that we were going to a school that did not reflect the real world. I was always like, yeah, Mom and Dad, I get it. But not until I left my simple private school did I realize that they were so right. My school, friends, and beliefs were not in line with what was happening in the world around me. In 8th grade, when I shadowed my high school Nicolay to see if I wanted to go there, I came home shocked and honestly somewhat scared. Kind of embarrassing to think that at 13 years old I could be scared to be a minority in any setting. But looking back on it, I really did not know any different. My high school is one of the most racially and religiously diverse public schools in Milwaukee County, so I went from being beyond a majority to a minority pretty fast. The experiences that I gained from Nicolay High School shaped me into who I am today. My parents were the ones that encouraged me to go to school there, even though I wanted to go to the all-girls private Catholic school, where my single-minded views would have honestly just continued. Going to Nicolay allowed me to become friends with people from all different walks of life. People that were busing in from the inner city to go to school there, or whose parents were divorced, or were struggling with a psychological disorder. All things I had never experienced before. Specifically in my friend group, I had 2 really guy friends that were twins, and their names were Hadi and Hamid. Their parents are from Iran, and they were both the first generation of kids to be born in America. They both taught me so much about being accepting of other cultures and people. I used to go to their house all the time, and I learned so much about their religion and culture. Why they had rugs on the wall, and their Eid holiday, and even the bidet that shot water out of the toilet. Hadi and Hamid and I talked a lot about different religions and cultures because they enjoyed learning as much about my religion as I did theirs. I also had another set of boy twins in my friend group. Their names were Deontay and Devante. They were raised and lived with their mom, who was a single parent and a flight attendant. This was always hard on them because they a lot of times have to be left alone or go stay at their aunt's house. Both of them taught me so much about myself. They really defied racial stereotypes for me. They are both black males that are hard, working, smart, athletic, and caring for all their friends. This defies the current stereotype of black men, which is uneducated, lazy, violent, and not good family men. They did not and have never let their race define them or detract from the amazing education that we were getting at our high school. Reflecting on my experiences from shadowing to graduation, I was a completely different person. My views had changed, and my personal stereotypes that I had built up had been proved wrong in so many different ways. I no longer believe that white is a superior race to any other race. Some of my best friends now are Jewish, Persian, and black, and I see no difference between us all. That is something really special about my high school and the world around us. Once we break down our barriers and prejudgments, we can truly see the great things that each individual has to offer. The mindset of white privilege that I had in grade school was something I gradually took time for me to accept and check about myself. At first, it was hard for me to be honest about the fact that I was privileged, and until I was put into a diverse environment did I realize my lack of self-awareness regarding race. Our society allows white privilege to be so prevalent. I am lucky I got a chance to go to a high school that really gave me a reality check about my race, who I am as a person, and how I treat others. I'm Jane Richter, and my story challenges the belief that white privilege is always invisible and that we have nothing unique to offer to each other.